The Strings of the Forgotten Doll. My name is Sam. I'm no hero, and this isn't one of those horror tales where the protagonist battles supernatural entities with nerves of steel. I'm just an ordinary guy, intelligent enough to know I'm in a situation way above my understanding. This is about my encounter with inexplicable forces that pushed the brink of my sanity. It started when my wife, Lily, and I moved into that quaint Victorian house on the rim of a remote village. As history professors, we felt drawn to its old-world charm and mystery. The house was largely furnished, complete with antiquities that were centuries old. One day, while I was exploring the dreary attic, I stumbled upon a strangely pristine marionette doll, as though untouched by the clutches of time. It was a blonde-haired ballerina in a crimson dress, with a twinkle in her blue glass eyes. There was an unnerving stillness about it. I laughed off the eerie feeling, and we hung it in the corner of our study room. Over the next few weeks, odd occurrences began to shatter the tranquility of our new home. The first were the whispers. I initially blamed them on my overworked mind, but they soon became impossible to ignore. Dim, childlike whispers that swirled around the house after midnight, always originating from the study. Then came the cold spot. Every evening when I sat down to write, I felt a chilly breeze wrap around my ankles. In the dead of an unusually warm summer, this was peculiar. What's more, it appeared to radiate from the vicinity of the doll. One night, I woke up to a strange sound, like the delicate pitter-patter of tiny wooden feet. As I rushed to the study, a noxious smell, like that of decaying flesh, engulfed me. It was coming from the doll's corner. I was horrified to find the doll suspended mid-air, its arms moving in grotesque dance movements. And then bam! It dropped, as if an unseen string was cut. I thought I was dreaming until Lily confided to me about her own creepy experiences. She claimed she'd seen the doll moving on several occasions. I felt a shiver run down my spine. We decided to get rid of the doll. We should have known it wouldn't be so simple. No matter where we disposed of it, the doll would reappear in the house, always in a different place. Panic began to set in. We researched the house's history and found a chilling tale. The house once belonged to a cruel puppeteer who had a beautiful but sickly daughter. Desperate to immortalize her, he used sorcery to bind her soul to a marionette. Convinced that we were dealing with a malevolent force, we decided to seek help from a local priest. After hearing our plight, the old priest grew pale and warned us not to anger the spirit. Instead, he suggested we attempt reconciliation. Our home became a battleground as we tried to pacify the restless spirit. The whispers grew angrier, the dances got more violent, and my dreams filled with the agonizing screams of a tortured girl. Yet, we persisted. I'd like to say we fought fearlessly, but that would be a lie. We were terrified, screaming at the smallest noises. There were countless times where I wanted to abandon everything and just run. But through the chaotic whirlwind of emotions, love for Lily kept me rooted. One hauntingly silent night, we held hands, lit candles surrounding the doll, and tearfully pleaded for peace. We conveyed our empathy and sorrow for the child's fate and assured her that we meant no harm. To our great surprise, the room warmed and the whispers calmed. The doll hung in its place, motionless. For a whole week, our home was quiet. The noise faded and the smell disappeared. Just as we began to breathe easily, the doll's visage changed. Its eyes turned blood red, and the smile twisted into a horrifying grin. The whispers returned, louder, more venomous. Pushed to the brink, I decided on a desperate measure. Bearing the priest's warning, I chose to burn the doll. My hands shook as I held it to the fireplace, my heart pounding in anticipation. In the blaze, I heard a harrowing scream that undoubtedly belonged to a child. But as the doll turned to ashes, the eerie voices finally silenced. So here we stand, months afterward in a peaceful home, where chilling whispers once echoed. Today, Lily and I share a peaceful life, teaching history and cherishing the silence. But each night, as I drift to sleep, I can't help but wonder about the soul we exorcised. And I always glance nervously at the empty corner, half expecting to see those blue glass eyes twinkling in the darkness. But for now, there is just the nothingness. Yes, we are no heroes, just survivors carrying the scars of an unforgettable encounter. And this Victorian house, now free of its malignant inhabitant, lives on, whispering the tale of the forgotten doll, a testimony to the unknown and unimaginable entities residing on the fringes of our existence.